Hey guys, Dan here with Total Realty Advisors, specializing in commercial, residential, and investment real estate. We're here today with Brennan at FERMÄNTRA for the next episode of our Denver Brewery Interview series. So tell me a little bit about what led you guys to open up for business and when you opened up for business.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So my partner and I, Spencer, started having a lot of success with home brewing, people requesting it, buying it, at weddings and parties, etc. So the climate was right in Denver, and so we decided to take the leap of faith. We weren't happy in our regular jobs, and this allows us to be, a lot more, have that creative passion, the science part of it, everything about running your own team, etc. We definitely asked all our favorite brewers as many questions as possible, try to read as much as we can on the subject, educate ourselves on the subject, do a lot of research on the subject.
So what drove you to this location, and how long were you guys looking before you found this space?
We basically did all our upfront work with the Denver Small Business Development Center. That's a plug. And they gave us, we took a whole business plan class and everything like that. Finished up, did really well, got some awards on the state level. They kind of opened up a lot of opportunities for us to get funded. Eventually got the right realtor and were able to find this location, and the rest is history.
So what about this space, it really spoke to you guys and kind of directed you and how you've laid it out now?
Right. I think the first thing that we saw is just, the outside when you're pulling up to it is the brick building. It just has that really traditional Denver look to it. It's beautiful. When we came in, it was used to be a bike shop. So, it just takes a little bit of reimagining the way it could be. For us, it was a big open hall space that we could allow a beautiful viewing access to the brewery. So in our business plan, that was a big thing that we wanted to do, because we wanted you to feel almost submerged in the brewing process.
So Brennan, is there one style of beer that you guys feel is sort of your core competency or that you really relate to the most, and then have branched out from there?
Sure. We consider ourselves as a Belgian and English ale house the most. We brew Belgian beers and English beers. We brew the spectrum of session to strong ale within that category. And then we also make as brash of American IPA as we can.
So what would you say is unique about either your beer or your brewing process?
I think for us, a lot of people use, a typical house yeast. We don't do that. We use a lot of multiple different yeast strains. Pretty much everything that you would see on the menu now has a different yeast strain in it. We try to do that because we think that we garner so much flavor, so much nose from the different yeasts that are out there. As far as what we do differently as well, again, I think we do try to do a broad spectrum, give everybody a really good, good full palette of everything that you would want from a different type of beer. We try to hit as many different tastes as possible.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the yeast for some of your either the yeast capture for some of your sour beers, or you said you did do some additions to sour the beers.
Yeah, absolutely. So all our sour beers are a mixed culture, Saccharomyces, Brettanomyces, and Lactobacillus, which you have your regular ale strain, you have your wild yeast strain, and you have your bacterial strain. The bacterial strain produces the souring effect. The wild yeast produces that nice funk effect that you get from sour beers. We also use an ale yeast that's at first, just to give it that nice round body to it. So,
Brennan, what's your flagship beer?
We try to keep our menu pretty fresh. I'd say our flagship beer is always going to be whatever IPA we have on. Right now we're mixing in between about 3 to 4 different IPAs on a regular basis. We're struggling to always keep it on tap. Any IPA that's on basically is going to be outsold 2 to 1 on everything. Right now what we have on tap is our Systemic, it's our Mosaic, dry hopped IPA, has a really nice peach effect to it, really nice subtle bitterness, really kind of has that nice juicy texture to it, nice mouthfeel.
Do you guys believe in beer pairing with food here?
We're huge on beer pairing. We're huge. myself and one of my staff members as well are both certified cicerones, which is a sommelier program for wine. It's the same thing, only for beer. So it's all about service, all about, just like in the wine program, it's about bottle service, it's about pairings, it's about cellaring and all that stuff. Matter of fact, tomorrow we're going to have a cheese pairing with like 4 of our beers. We try to do that. Just started doing that, and we had amazing success with it, and so we're trying to do it on a monthly basis.
So here at FERMÄNTRA, what do you guys think is the best type of beer?
Yeah, we're pretty promiscuous when it comes to beer. So, honestly, I hate to be so cliche, but it's probably IPA.
So what type of beer are you seeing trending right now?
Being in Denver, it's a lot different than, it's kind of a hodgepodge of different types of beers. We recently did like a hazy style IPA. I would say that's probably trending the most right now. Sour beer is probably last year. Hazy IPAs are a little bit more of a, they're made with non-traditional IPA ingredients.
So what can Denver expect from FERMÄNTRA in the next year or so?
Sure. More beer. We just recently started branching out into the the whole bar scene.
Okay.
Just really started bottling, so we're going to try to start getting that out into liquor stores as well. We'd like to get into canning as well. Obviously, with the limited space that we have here, it kind of presents a problem. So, luckily, my partner is an engineer, Spencer, so he'll figure it out for us probably.
Cool. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Make sure to tune in for future episodes. Subscribe on YouTube. Make sure to like us on Facebook, and definitely come in and check these guys out. Have a beer at FERMÄNTRA. Say hi to Brennan and Spencer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.